Legal protections for workers when assets are mismanaged. In this video, we're going to talk about the legal protections workers have when a company's assets are mismanaged during insolvency or liquidation. If you or someone you know has experienced unpaid wages or irregularities in the handling of company assets, knowing these laws can help you understand your rights and take action. What happens if assets are mismanaged? When a company goes into liquidation or is managed under insolvency, the expectation is that assets will be sold to cover debts, including unpaid wages to workers. But what happens if there are concerns that the assets are being undervalued, sold off improperly, or if funds seem to disappear? There are legal protections in place to address these kinds of issues. 1. Insolvency Act, 1967, Section 233, misfeasance or breach of duty. If those managing the company during liquidation breach their duty or are found guilty of misfeasance, such as failing to properly handle the assets, they can be held personally liable. Workers and creditors can take legal action, and the court can require those responsible to restore or repay lost funds. 2. Companies Act, 2016, Section 593, fraudulent trading. If the company's management continues business activities with the intent to defraud creditors, including workers, they could be convicted of fraudulent trading. Workers affected by unpaid wages due to mismanagement can bring their case to court and seek justice under this law. 3. Penal Code, Section 409, criminal breach of trust. In situations where funds or company assets are misused or misappropriated, criminal breach of trust could apply. Those responsible for handling the assets during liquidation must ensure that funds from asset sales are used properly, especially to cover wages and debts. If funds are diverted improperly, criminal charges can be filed. 4. Employment Act, 1955, Section 24, priority of wages. Under Malaysian law, workers are considered preferential creditors, meaning that their wages should be among the first payments made when company assets are sold. If wages are not prioritized as required by law, workers may be entitled to legal recourse. 5. Companies winding up rules, 1972. During liquidation, transparency is crucial. The law requires that proper accounting and regular updates be provided to creditors, including workers. If this transparency is lacking or funds are not properly accounted for, the company's management could face sanctions from the court. What can workers do? If there's reason to believe that assets are being mismanaged, workers have several options. They can file complaints with the insolvency department, report potential misconduct to the authorities, or pursue the matter in court. Whether it's due to misfeasance, fraud, or improper handling of assets, the law is there to protect workers' rights. In times of company liquidation or financial distress, it's important to know your rights as a worker. If you believe there are irregularities in the handling of company assets, legal provisions are in place to ensure accountability and protect you from financial loss. Workers have rights, know the law, protect your wages,